Taurus, let's take a look at what's going on in your life here astrologically in February. Hey, listen, you got a stockpile of planets in your career house. So this is going to be the month, the best month of the year to get things done. Not just because you got all that energy going on there, but you also have some beautiful conjunctions between Venus and Jupiter. Best time of the year for Venus, which is love, it's romance, but it's also money. And Jupiter will amplify and expand everything it touches. So there's going to be an expansion with love, romance, money matters. Since it's your career house, there could be an expansion now, maybe a raise or a promotion that you are duped for here this month. So pay attention to especially around February 11th, but you will feel that Jupiter and Venus is going to work together in that conjunction from the 9th to the 13th. So this is leading up to Valentine's Day on the 14th. I'm sure that those of you in a relationship will feel this lead up, and even Valentine's Day should be super, super sweet. For those of you single, hey, you might just find somebody under this beautiful aspect, this beautiful conjunction with Venus and Jupiter. Now the new moon is there too, mind you, and so again on the 11th, the new moon is conjunct both Venus and Jupiter. And the only thing we need to be a little bit wary about is that it's very close to Mercury retrograde, also going on the same period. So what we want to make sure when under any Mercury retrograde is that we're hearing things correctly, right? That we know that we're not just assuming things. So we want to kind of double check. Now, if there's contracts, especially for you here, Taurus, since we're talking about work and career, make sure that any signatures, well, if you can delay, nothing is better, right? We don't typically like to sign any kind of contracts when she is retrograde, he or she, Mercury, that is, because we might just have to redo it down the road. If you have to, well, you know how they say the show must go on, but then be sure to read the fine print, okay? Anything now within your career can go a little bit haywire, but with the other beautiful aspects, there's so much good news going on, right? Maybe too good to believe. Maybe therefore Mercury wants to double check everything, especially there around the 11th or that week up, should I say. Pluto's still in your 9th house. You had so much going on there last year in that area. It has now moved into your career house. Jupiter and Saturn, they're going to stay here for quite a while. So this is just the beginning, and that new moon is really triggering it, just starting it. It's the tip of the iceberg. Mars this month, I'd like to say if we go back to late January, you will see that Mars and Uranus conjunct. So there might have been some unexpected surprise that you needed to deal with. And I feel it has to do with you personally because it's your first house. So that's your physical body, right? It is the inner I am of who you are and who you portray, the energy that you send out into the world. So there could have been a little unexpected situation there. But now that Mars is moving away from it, getting a good grip on it, but it could have been a little bit, should I say, unexpected, not just because of that conjunction in and of itself, but also squaring into your career. So it could have first come with that little bump in the road, the little OMG, now what, right? That was like mid to late January, but coming in now into February, you're starting to figure out where to go from here to get to there. And sometimes we might even see in hindsight that it could have maybe even been a blessing in disguise. All right? So keep your hopes and faith up if you're listening to this on the January end of this February reading, just so that you know good things are coming. Right? The full moon will be in your 5th house for children, self-expression, creativity, and so forth. And 8 degrees Virgo on the 27th. So we'll do a separate video just on Mercury retrograde for this month. More information on it. We'll also be doing a new moon reading, so you can tune into that if you are subscribed to the channel, along with our Astro Tarot forecast for the week every Sunday. We will be looking at the week ahead with a 36 card spread for what you can expect. So yeah, sign in to the channel, subscribe. It will show up in your notifications if you hit that bell. And see you there.